Good to see you.
Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to episode 76 of the Road to 100. I figured I would start maybe doing a few more of these rather than the speed kills, as these are seem to be a lot more fun for people. They seem to maybe enjoy these a bit more. Let me know if you'd rather see more speed kills or more special topics or more Road to 100 series parts, as I'm happy to do any and all, but really want to give you guys and girls the things that you really want to see. So today we're going to be running Demeter, and Demeter has one specific um, problem with it. It's not in stats, it's not in defenses and such, and so on and so forth. It's not in any of those things. It suffers from an extreme weakness in stamina. So if we take those passives off, I guess I could have just turned them off like that. But you see we're at 219, which is the bottom 5 of the entire game. So Demeter is a um, is severely inhibited by stamina, and if you have a one-handed striking build like what we're doing here, or a two-handed striking build, you're going to suffer severely from lack of stamina. So our buffs this evening are going to take care of and alleviate some of that problem. And we're going to be paired up here with two um, consumables that can help us do the same thing: more stamina and more stamina recharge. And again, we're going to be going with Foul Blood Barrier, as that worked so well in the last one. So this will give us the ability to control our damage reduction as we take damage to get closer and closer to survival instinct. For Demeter, it'll be 1654 is what our 50% mark will be, to be watching for that number. So as soon as we go below that, we will get the buffs from survival instinct as well. Now, if we don't want Foul Blood Barrier and we want to go for more damage, we go for Blow of Madness. But Foul Blood Barrier, since Demeter has a Vitality in B, at least, we can go for Foul Blood Barrier. So anytime we can go for that, we'll be picking that up. Now, also, we have Shadow Assault and Cloak of Winter active, as this place is weak to ice, and so we will be able to kind of make our way through in an ice fashion, doing Ice Crush. And since the what's her called, the Executioner is weak to Ice Crush, the pipe here will do very well versus her um, overall. So we will keep that in mind. And Shadow Assault is pretty good versus these Anteater fellas. Now we're gonna have to go for some backstabs here. I don't know what he's doing. Where'd he go? I guess he's dead. Okay, that was a little odd. Let me get my bearings here. Okay. Now, this is kind of ridiculous that we can just kind of run over these guys, as they do give some pretty good problems, but we're gonna take care of all those problems pretty quickly and effectively. Now we got hit from this fella here, so let's go ahead and get some drain. Whoops. And we'll go for a Cloak of Winter. Okay. Now we need, now since we got hit, we're gonna need some Ichor here from some volunteer, preferably this guy. And simply because we don't have any more defense. Okay, okay. There we go. I guess we'll just take him down, and we'll encourage this fella to give us some Ichor here. There we go. Now, as you can see, walking in the slow muck and mire here of the swamp, it's a good thing that we have more stamina available. So let's go for Foul Blood Barrier, since we are able to replenish our stamina fairly quickly because of tirelessness. We should be okay to do all the running and everything that we need in each of the areas here with the swamp. Now, as you can see, our Ichor cap goes pretty high at 30. It goes up to 60, but we're at 37 currently, and that'll continue to grow as we get closer to the Executioner, where we can use Eva's Communal to pair up with everything else to boost significant damage versus the Executioner fight. But at the same time, we will be kind of starved as we go through the areas at first, simply because we don't get a lot of ichor regen on our blade, and that's a real problem. So we're going to have to go for some drain attacks here along the way. And if we need more ichor, we can always switch to the Noble Silver Devour, as that'll give us, let's see, 9 and 9. It'll give us 11 and a quarter back on a backstab, so why don't we go for that instead of what we were getting before, which was sub 9. And since this guy, we need Bridge to Glory anyways, we're gonna need some massive ichor regen here, simply because of the fact that we need to take this guy out without him doing too much damage to Eva or myself. Okay, so let's go for Gift Extension. Now, since we're just going for backstabs here to load up on ichor, this is a good time to do it, since he resists the ice and the crush, and we're right back up on top there. So we can run the Devour if we need more ichor, but we have to be hitting our backstabs like a pro, back to back to back to back.
Looks like this
Okay, and now we are going to be coming up on our favorite friend over here in the corner, and he's going to give us some real problems, I'm sure. Backstab, please. Oh, he's just going to be bludgeoned to death by a lead pipe, or an ice pipe. It's actually a frost pipe. Yeah, there's the backstab. Good. Now we want to go for this, as many backstabs as possible, because we're going to be going for Eva's Communal on this guy, as he definitely gives us quite a bit of problems. So where are we off to? Where am I headed? Oops. Okay. Sorry, over here. Now let's head over this way first. Okay, so we'll go for Eva. And Bridge is almost over, so that's kind of a problem. Okay, so let's go for speed and ichor regen. Now we're gonna have to be Johnny on the spot here, so let's go. The game could not handle it. There we go, and that's a win for the pipe right there. So that was very, very good. All the right things happened in the right way. So let's go ahead and take care of some slimes here. Now Bridge to Glory is over. So let's we need to get some ichor back here. Now Mr. Squid here is you know, a very good friend of mine. Okay, there we go, and we're right back up on top with our drains. There we go. And let's get a slash and another one. There we go. Okay, so that's why the Devour can be more helpful to you than the higher damage potential of having a higher light gifting, simply because we're ichor drained and ichor starved almost all the time. So this helps us control our ichor needs more effectively. Okay, so now we got the big chunky boy up here, which will be fine. We can handle him no problem. We'll go for Gift Extension, Bridge to Glory, and we'll go for Ephemeral Refrain again, so we get the most damage possible on this big fella. And let's go for this and a drain rating. And now our drain on the pipe is at 0.43, so we're getting about 1 ichor back on a strike. But let's go for a backstab if we can. Good. And this will put him down. And we'll go for a Cloak of Winter. Whoa. Okay. So we're not quite at the 1654, but that's okay. We'll go for Foul Blood Barrier. Now, Ephemeral Refrain is very dangerous when you're running a ichor heavy build like this, because you need +2 to all of your gifts, and that's kind of a problem.
Looks like things are the same.
But it's nothing we can't handle.
There used to be
Okay. Now we'll kill the ball in 1 Shadow Assault there. Now Gift Extension is over, so this is very bad. Okay, so there goes the balls, which is really great that we can kill them so quickly and effectively. Now Mr. Squid here is going to give us some issues. That's good. Okay, so now let's head on over here and go ahead and kill everybody if we can in one Cloak of Winter. There we go. Good. So that took out that group of friends there, which is great because it makes our journey forward that much simpler and that much easier. And that was while Ephemeral Refrain was active, so we got an extra 30% boost out of that from, or sorry, 50% boost from Eva's Communal out of that, so that's really, really good. And we're going to need some backstabs here, so we'll... Oops. Okay, let's go for a drain. Now that should throw that fella off the edge. Good. And now we are focused, and we have bridge active, and yep. Okay. I guess we'll just go for drains here, and he'll go off into the abyss. That's good. See, so when we don't have our bridge to glory available, okay, we'll just kill him right quick. No problem. We'll just knock him into the abyss. We actually have real hard time keeping up with everything. So we'll go ahead and wait for bridge, and we'll get adrenaline, and we'll encourage this fella to come up so we can knock him off the edge. And now we got this guy here. Oh, now we need to get some backstabs on him. Okay, or we'll just go for drain attacks and take him quite easily, which is fine. And this guy comes up creeping on us, but we just knock him back into the void. Okay, very good. Okay, so now that we are coming up to the final missile here, we will go ahead and heal as we are pretty low on everything, but we'll make it work. So we didn't heal at all going through here, which is great. Eva healed us from one death there, so that was acceptable, I think, in my book to run through here. So these passives kind of fix the problems for Demeter, and basically the story of Demeter is that whatever Demeter can do, Ishtar can do better, but that's just kind of what it is, because Demeter starts so low in its stamina reserves that if you put these two passives onto Ishtar, you go up to about 300, 300, what is that? Stamina on Ishtar, and here you're only at 260 something, whatever, so it's a bit of a stretch. Okay, let's drink some water before the fight. Okay, and let's go ahead and get ourselves going here for the fight, since it will be a kind of long one, I would imagine. And this, and this, and this, and go for this. Now we won't have any Ichor as we go in, but that's okay. We don't really need it out the gate. Now this is the only Ice Crush gift that we have in the game, so it's kind of weird that we only have one light Ice Crush damaging light gift. I think that's kind of strange, but oh well, it is what it is, and here we go. Now hopefully our consumables don't run out too quickly here, but our ice damage definitely will. But because we have an ice pipe, we also have that ice damage that we can count on as well. Okay, so we got to remember to always dodge left if we can, and since we are quick mobility, we shouldn't have, you know, too many issues. Okay, and we're already doing pretty good damage. Okay. Now let's let our Ichor recharge here. Okay, and then let's go back at it. Oh boy, there we go. Okay. Oh, she was still going. Okay, so I was hoping to stagger her out of that with the pipe, but did not look the case that we could. So she's definitely staggerable out of that spin there, and maybe if we save Cloak of Winter for as soon as she's done and ready with her shower, she can be staggered out of it with Cloak of Winter, as that is a crush gift, and the pipe is crush
I'm on my way.
also, so we are doing the maximum amount of damage possible to her. As far as weaknesses go, so crush ice. We could go for lightning and blood as well.
I've got you covered.
But since we are
Fight however you're
we are light gifting here, this is going to be the one of choice, and we should definitely go back to the fortified, as that will give us all those bonuses. Now we hopefully won't be damaged, but we'll try and get ourselves to 50% health here with our blood sacrifices, so that way we can have the maximum damage available to us as we go in.
You are awfully attentive.
Okay. Okay. Sometimes it's easier to just die once and get on down there before anything really bad happens to you, simply because you want to get in there as quickly as possible, and the first run in always is kind of a problem. So sometimes this is much easier. Okay, good, and we'll go back to Cloak of Winter if I can find it quickly. There we go. And we'll go for this and a drain. And we'll go for health next. Okay. Okay, good. She's doing the shower now, which means we can go for Cloak of Winter now. And that'll stagger her out, and we can get a Severing Abyss, which is pretty good. Oops. Okay. Good job, Eva. Oops. Okay. Let's go for a Cloak of Winter. There she comes. Oh, she's not coming back. Okay. Okay. And a couple more hits here and we're good to go. Okay. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but I'm glad we got the stagger out of the spin, as that is her most dangerous attack, as if you're close, she'll kill you over and over, no matter if you're revived. You can save yourself if you do a bunch of revive heals from friends and such. If somebody's running Demeter and they have auto heal and then a second heal and a third heal and an AI, you can get out of that stagger spin, but most likely not. So that's good if you want to save the stagger potential for after she does the shower, so that way as she comes out of it, you stagger her with a crush gift of sorts, and then she falls down and she staggers out of the spin. So that's a very effective way to take it to a quicker kill than waiting for the spin with the slow balls that the water balls that come out of her as she's spinning. And it definitely gives you a good opening to do some massive damage. As you saw there when we did Severing Abyss, after we did that, we were up to about 70,000 damage that we had collectively done against her. So, I mean, she's got a huge health pool of about 120,000 almost HP, 110 to 120,000 HP. And that's good that if we did 70,000, it's more than half her health bar after the stagger. So that's really good damage to be able to do that. Now again, these aren't speed kills or massive one-shot kills, but they definitely have their place and have utility in different places and so on and so forth. And as you can see, since she's weak to Ice Crush, and we had Ephemeral Refrain active throughout the entire fight, as well as Bridge to Glory, we were able to do really consistent damage overall throughout the entire thing. So I hope you enjoyed the Executioner Howling Pits, and we'll see you in the next Road to 100 series.